Hi guys, Louis in the UK. It's been about 10 days since I've done a video. I've done some lives, but I haven't done any flexing videos in my kid's bedroom. And the reason I flex, I know it's embarrassing and it's cringe, is because I'm 56 years old, I'm 57 on July, and I want to show you guys that you can be muscular and strong and slim and healthy and be full of energy and feel young and reverse aging using the carnivore diet or keto diet at any age, not just 20 or 30, even 70, 80, 90. So I definitely don't feel 56. I feel much younger. I've even noticed, I mean, I dye my hair, you guys already know that, but I've even noticed my hair growth has increased. I'm sure it has. Look at my hair. I'm sure that this part of my hair is thickening out even more. Anyway, the title of this video is how to do the carnivore diet and not give up. The keto diet and not give up. So the basics of the diet is to only eat meat, to only drink water, you're allowed a bit of salt, and that's it. But many of us will have, obviously, the fat in the meat. I keep forgetting to say that. Fatty meat. Fat is very good for you. Never think fat is not good for you. The fat in animal meat. Anyway, going back again. So, a lot of us on the carnivore or keto, but let's go carnivore, are mainly eating all the different meats. Pork, lamb, ribeyes, chicken, all very fatty. We're cooking in our butter. We're keeping our fats in our meats and eating that. We're drinking water. We're having salt. And this is what most of us are having. Some of us are having cheese. A big thing with me is omelette. And most of us have given up the rice, the pasta, the carbs, the sugar, the potatoes, the pizzas, the cakes, the donuts, the chocolate bars, the fizzy drinks, the alcohol. We've all given that up. And it's transformed our health, yes? And we feel revitalized. We've got this new surge of energy. We're looking in the mirror and we can see that it's like aging is reversing. It's curing many of our ailments. It's the best medicine you could ever have is keto or carnivore because it reverses pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes. It gets rid of all the inflammations, so suddenly you're not aching. It gets rid of some IBS, IBD, ulcerative colitis, autoimmune type illnesses. Your brain fog is cleared up. You're all clear-headed. You feel like you're back at school again because you're crystal clear and your brain is literally thinking the way it thought when it was a teenager. And we're all amazed. But then we have this underlying problem, the cravings. We do still get cravings. And I know most carnivores will say that if you're filling yourself up with fatty meat, you will almost get rid of all cravings. And I don't agree. I actually think, yes, you do massively reduce your cravings. You do. I would say 80% less cravings. And enough reduction in cravings so you can only eat once or twice a day. Yes, I think carnivore diet has really helped us get rid of the snacking. Obviously, there's no more breakfast, so you can forget cereals, which are totally bad for you anyway. But you do have your bad days. You do have your days where just out of the blue, you are hungrier than normal and you are craving. And then you've got this other problem, that when you're socializing with friends, or when you're going to your kids' parties or a friend's kids' party, and everyone is eating the standard diet, obviously the buffets you get at parties, and everyone else is eating fruit and veg and cakes and pizzas and burgers and salads and all the usual stuff that we're all encouraged to eat, pastas. And we feel like we're missing out. We feel like we're left out. And this is when the doubt kicks in. And then you get people saying to you, why are you eating cholesterol? Why are you eating too much meat? You could get a heart attack or a stroke, which we know is completely wrong and is a total lie. And then you're trying to explain to people that salads have oxalates in them, vegetables have oxalates in them, that sugar is fattening, that orange juice is fattening, and these things can cause fatty liver. So you're getting it from all angles. You're getting people saying to you, be careful, you're going to die. Then you've got just people eating around you, and you feel that it's wrong, that you can't just join in. And then you're in the supermarket, and all these foods are being pushed at you because the way that they're merchandised is in your face. It looks so colourful and everything looks really tasty. So we're having a tough time trying to stick to this diet. So then some people consider giving up the carnivore, the keto, going back to the recommended balanced diet that is recommended around the world in every country, that is a complete lie and is completely wrong. And there's this massive dilemma. So I just want to say how I get through this very difficult hurdle of trying to stick with the carnivore diet, stick with keto, stick with whole foods. And for me, I do need some kind of relief, some kind of, right, I'm having a bad day. Now, I'm not going to start eating sugar and carbs and chocolate bars and pizzas and pasta and rice and all the stuff we shouldn't have. Obviously, vegetable oils, margarine, all the bad stuff. I'm not going to touch any of it. But every now and then I need something. And every now and then I'll have a piece of fruit, a few grapes, some nuts, some strawberries, some blackberries. Now, I tend to have just one thing most days. I'm going to sneeze now. But anyway, nearly got a sneeze. Anyway, like yesterday I had an apple. Tonight I'll have some grapes. The day before that I had some strawberries. So what I'm trying to say is, if you just give yourself a little bit of leeway, just a little bit of leeway, now and then, it doesn't even have to be every day. Have a bit of milk in your tea. Have a bit of butter. I put butter in my coffee, but butter. If it gives you a bit of relief, it doesn't matter you broke the carnivore rules, the carnivore diet rules, because if you look around YouTube at the high profile carnivore doctors and scientists and the high profile famous carnivore people, some of them don't like it if you break the rules. Some of them are almost offended by the fact that you are not 100% carnivore. And that can make you feel guilty when you've broke the rules a little bit. If you've had a bad day and had something you shouldn't have had, like an ice cream or a pizza. Now, I'm very fortunate I don't have any of those things. But I do crave fruit, sometimes nuts. I will have the odd salad. Now, should I feel guilty? Should that make me feel like giving up the carnivore diet, giving up keto? No. If anything, it strengthens me. Because if I've had a day where I've had something I shouldn't have had, I'll make sure I try even harder the next day. It will boost and motivate my willpower to try harder. And it just reinforces, after 10, 11 months, that I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep trying. And I'm not going to be influenced by the high-profile YouTubers that are telling me off and saying, you're not getting 100% of the benefits of carnivore or keto because you ate an apple or had some strawberries or some nuts. No. Or say you had a really bad day and you had an accidental ice cream or an accidental pizza, which I haven't, thankfully. But my point is, it's okay to sway a bit, guys. Don't give up. Don't let people telling you you're going to die of a heart attack because of the lies about cholesterol. It will, I know it's natural to feel scared, and you start Googling it and looking it up, and you start reading all the scientific data that is on Google saying you mustn't eat too much red meat. It's bad for you, it can cause heart attack, can cause... I went to the doctor the other day to have my bloods done, and one of the first things the nurse said to me was, are you sure you should be eating all that meat? Are you not worried about your cholesterol levels? And I could have just sat there and told her, do you know that cholesterol is actually very good for you and helps prevent strokes, prevent heart attacks? But in the end, I shut my mouth and I just thought, I'm not going to tell a nurse how to suck eggs. Do you know what that means? She'd just be offended. And I just think people have to find out for themselves why cholesterol isn't bad for you and why there are massive benefits with the carnivore diet and the keto diet. I did say to her, do you know what the carnivore diet is? Do you know what the keto diet is? And she went, oh yeah. And then quickly changed the subject. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. The point of this video, guys, is don't give up. Stick with it. It's okay to waver on this diet. As long as you always turn back, get back on the road of carnivore diet. And sometimes you need a bit of help, a bit of motivation. Sometimes you need a bit more willpower, and you need to get through those bad days, get over those hurdles. But you can do it, and you will do it. So that's it, guys. So I'm still going 11 months on, I reckon, and I ain't giving up yet. And yeah, I had an apple yesterday. Cheers, guys. All the best.